They keep on coming, baby. Even some just dropped in like the last couple hours. So this is pretty sweet. All right, so more Theros Beyond Powerful. Theros Beyond Death. Spoilers coming at you guys. One thing I just want to point out, tomorrow is the last day for spoilers. So I will be dropping a video very soon talking about all the top 25 most valuable rares and mythics in the entire set. And we'll discuss why my thoughts are, or what my thoughts are on each one of them. Moving along, let's jump into this video. You know what, let's just smack right into it. Let's start things off, shall we? Shatter the Sky. Oh boy, we got Shatter the Sky. What does it do? It's a 4-drop. These people are looking like they're begging for mercy. There's like meteor. There's like exactly what I was thinking. Like, good luck with that. I'm sure they're all sinners, all right? It's a 4-drop. 2 planes, 2 colorless. Sorcery. She actually pumped or what? Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card. Then destroy all creatures. Oh no! Destroy all creatures. That is weird. That's the weirdest kind of board wipe I've ever heard of. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card. Then destroy all creatures. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of card draw going on. You know, but this is kind of cool because it's each player. So the whole commander, the whole brawl thing, you know, it kind of plays out with that. Moving along. What do we got next? I think it's good. It's going to see a lot of play. It's a board wipe, guys. What do you want, you know? Triumphant Surge. Get a load of that artwork. Shucks on. What is going on with that art up there? You see it? Look at that craziness. That's like some kind of beast monster with like 2 mouths. Like its stomach is a mouth. Are you guys seeing this? I should probably blow that up. Get a load of that. What is happening here? Are you scared of that, man, dude? Are you afraid? Oh, no. All right, anyway, moving on. Sorry, guys. Having a little bit of fun here. Okay, because, yeah, we only got one more day of spoilers, by the way. And then I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to cover the the top 25 most expensive cards from Theros Beyond Broken. So it'll be interesting, to say the least, my friends. All right, we have Return to Nature and Triumphant Surge. Return to Nature's been around, so 2-drop, choose 1, destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or exile target card from a graveyard. Hooray! Okay, and then we have Triumphant Surge. That art's so cool, though. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. You gain 3 life. Not even death can quench a hero's inner fire. Amazing. All right, so yeah, there's some commons, whatever. Then we have Thrill of Possibility. It's already currently in Standard. It's a Deuce Trap. Can you show me 2? Can you show me 2? I'll show you 2 of these right here. All right, as an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards. We already know about this. Pretty cool. Great card. It is a good card. Unknown Shores, another reprint. You tap it, add a colorless. And then for 1 colorless, you can tap it and add 1 mana of any color. Pretty cool. Then we have Nessie Wanderer. What do you make of that? Is that crazy? The Nessie Wanderer? I guess, let's just say you were trying to go Satyr Tribal. Okay, this might find its way in a build. It has the Constellation. It's only for Deuce. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card from among them and put that card into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. That's a lot of land drops, especially if you have that other card out, which just allows you to play an additional land each turn. With something like this, you know, as long as it doesn't get blown up or whatever, enchantment enters the battlefield. Have a bunch of cheaper enchantments, 1, 2, 3 drops of costs and payoffs and whatnot throughout the deck. As long as you can get it with your Wanderer, you're doing good, man. That's a lot of fun stuff. What was, are you blowing spit bubbles on me? He's over here blowing spit bubbles. Unbelievable. All right, then we have Slaughter Priest of Mogis in Rakdos colors. That's just craziness. Creature of Minotaur Shaman. Each time you sacrifice a permanent, Slaughter Priest of Mogis gets +2/+0 until end of turn. And then for Deuce, sacrifice a creature enchantment, Slaughter Priest of Mogis gets first strike until end of turn. It is a 2/2. That's something, Now, I think Wizards was really underestimating the power of the whole sack decks, you know, and whatnot. I mean, they topped 8 quite a bit, you know, and the whole Cauldron Familiar thing just is really ridiculous. They maybe were thinking it was gonna be something big this time around, like this set, but I mean, Sacrifice, man, they jumped the gun. Seems like an interesting card. It's got its perks, you know. It's nothing too crazy phenomenal, but I mean, it's only a 2-drop. It's only a 2-drop, and it's a deuce, and it has some pretty nice little upsides, so we'll see what it does. Wolf Willow Haven, same card, just, you know, art. I threw some over there and some over here. Why are your cheeks so red? My good sir, why is your cheeks so red? Wolf Willow Haven is a 2-drop, enchantment aura. Enchant land. I like this one. This is a pretty cool card. It's only a Deuce Trap. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 green mana. That's really good. Doesn't Utopian Spell do something like that? I could be mistaken for something else. Forgive me if I am. Didn't do enough research here. I've had this guy for the last 3 days, and he has no joke kept me awake the last 3 straight days. That's right. Late at night, sometimes it was my own doing. I could have taken a nap, but then I felt I would have slept too long, and I was getting kind of worried. So you are watching me right now. 3 straight days with no sleep. That's why I didn't get too carried away and pull up too many cards and stuff, because I knew like the amount of effort and work I have to put into this, I would butcher it and make a bunch of mistakes. So I threw my little ninja right here with me. A little personal insight in Joey Moss's world. Unbelievable, I know. Wolf Willow Haven. I love it. I love that it's a 2-drop, and I like that it's ramping you. It's really good. Now, there's a lot of stuff that deals with enchantments and just says bye-bye and blows them up, you know, right out of the water. But nonetheless, I probably should have had these straps higher so we could all see your handsome face. Everyone just thinks you got this crazy red face. Anyway, cool. And then for 5, sacrifice Wolf Willow Haven. Create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Activate this ability only during your turn. How does that make you feel, Jax? You want to play with the bell? You want to play with bell? There you go. You can hit it right here. You hit it, and it goes ding ding. You can hit it anytime you want. He's captivated by it now. Yeah, sacrifice Wolf Willow Haven. Create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Activate this ability only during your turn. Why would I want to do that? I mean, I guess maybe late game if we need something to close it out. Maybe that could do something, but really, I mean, I would much rather have the extra mana ramp. Indeed. Thaumaturg of Many Faces is a Deuce Trap. Yo, you're throwing up on camera. Gosh, what did you drink earlier? What is wrong with you? Young man, get it under control. We can't have these kind of mess-ups on camera. Now we got to go back and delete all this. Unbelievable stuff, my friend. There's your binky. It's a human wizard constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may have a thingamajig of Many Faces become a copy of target creature and gain this ability. Becomes a copy of target creature and gain this ability. It seems like it's really powerful, but I did some research, and it looks like it's just not going to be that powerful. One, it's a 1/1. I get it will become a copy of it, so it assumes everything of that. And it's not a token, but it's also not an entering the battlefield trigger, because this card's already on the field. So it's not like a new creature is triggering an ability. That's kind of where the whole thing just goes like down the drain in Shapoopy, you know? And it doesn't work out too well. If I'm wrong about that, by all means, let me know. But I would imagine if this card would assume that where there's a ETB entering the battlefield trigger, it would be pretty big, you know, because you could really break that and just violate this card's well-being. But it doesn't exactly do that. Although I'm sure it's going to see some play, but I don't think in Standard it's going to see a whole lot. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong about this. If anyone thinks they have some crazy synergy surrounding Many Faces here, by all means, let me hear about it in the comments. Entrancing Liar. An entrancing liar. I think that's what it says. I think it's Lear. Anyway, there you go, buddy. You may choose not to untap entrancing. I want to say liar. We're just going to say liar. Liar during your untap step. Don't untap the liar. For X, tap it. Tap target creature with power X or less. But you got to pay X for that. yeah, I'm upset about that too. That's a lot you gotta pay to tap something down. They got other things out there. They're on creatures right now though. But you pay like one or one card. I think you just tap it and it taps a creature or something like that. Another one is 2, and they're on really weak bodies though. But this is an artifact, a little more difficult to remove than a creature. So that is that. Target creature power extra less. It doesn't untap during its controller's untap step for as long as Entrancing Lyre remains tapped. And we're right back. All right, so before you think it's over, it's not over. It's just getting started, baby. Let's do this. Ah! Okay, that is a very, very terrifying sight. I understand. The artwork on that is very goofy. I love it, though. You almost want to think, like, did they make a mistake? Like, did the artist make a mistake and just rolled with it? You know, like, or they're supposed to be really, like, having that much fun that they're yelling that crazily loud, you know, like they're never-ending rave party over there. All right, anyway, let's keep it going, baby. Heliod's Punishment is a Deuce Dropper. Enchantment Aura, enchant creature. I haven't even read this one yet. Heliod's Punishment enters the battlefield with 4 task counters on it. How about that? Enchanted creature can't attack or block. It loses all abilities and has tap. Remove a task counter from Heliod's Punishment. Then, if it has no task counters on it, destroy Heliod's Punishment. So you're basically getting like a kind of, not an exile ability, but you're getting a pacifism. Okay, more words or less. Yeah, basically like a pacifism, but not really, because this eventually is going to free your creature. Because if you keep tapping, but that's a long time to wait, you know, for that to happen. But still, you know, it's something. There you go. And if it has no task counters on it, destroy Heliod's Punishment. I'm not sure what to make of that. Whoa, nobody knows. All right, Relentless Pursuit. There's a few cards I want to go over. I just want to jump past all these little ones really quick. It's a 3-drop. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a creature card and or a land card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. We already saw this before on a card. It was on a Planeswalker. It's +1. Same thing. Vivian over here. Barely slightly different. The Pursuit over here, put the rest into your graveyard. That is different, where the other one's a library in a random order on the bottom. So little slights there. Maybe, I mean, if you got to go digging, baby, this is a great way to cheat some spells into play, especially that green spell. You know, you run like green and black together, and then you just reanimate from the graveyard. You fix what cards are going into your graveyard with stuff like this. Not bad. I think it's a pretty sleek little card. I don't know how much play is going to see it's sorcery, you know. I mean, it's kind of one of those goofy ways to go about things. Anyway, Elspeth Conquers Death. Elspeth Conquers Death. I read Conqueror. Elspeth Conquers Death. 5-drop. This is an interesting card. Now remember, I talked a lot about Kaya. I think I mentioned Kaya Orzhov Usurper in several videos because we were dealing with a lot of exile stuff. Let me just break this card down. Elspeth Conquers Death. 5-drop. Saga. Exile target permanent and opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. That's a pretty good ability. So you're already getting, what's that equate to? A 3-drop? Basically, like a prison realm, but it's target permanent and opponent controls 3 or greater. Similar to a prison realm. It has to be 3 or greater. Yeah, so it can't be something below that. Anyway, second saga. Non-creature spells your opponents cast cost 2 more to cast until your next turn. That's a long little ways to go, you know, in a little grindy control kind of build or whatever, you know, non-creature spells your opponents cast. 2 more to cast, baby. Or, you know, just dealing with certain creatures. They're not going to have the spells, you know, the power to be able to do it. They got to pay more mana for it, you know. And then the third one over here, return target creature or planeswalker card to the battlefield from the graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter or a loyalty counter on it. Loyalty counter, is that what I heard? But you can return target creature. That's huge as well. But the planeswalker, I like that also. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be like the bread and butter, but it could be something, all right? Because what you'd want, I mean, Kaya usually, she could die easily, you know? But you want to get to that -5 as quickly as possible. It starts with 3 loyalty counters on her. There's only a handful of cards that allow you to get more loyalty counters on something. Proliferate happens to be one of them, you know, that's in the meta right now, or standard. But I love this card, -5. Kaya Orzhov Usurper deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards that player owns in exile. You gain that much life. That could be very huge. We're in this, I'll say it one more time, we're in a meta, we're going to be in a meta, a standard where there's a lot of exiling going on. Plenty of cards exiling. And this one jumps to your 4th counter right away. Bam, get the loyalty counter on it. Bam, proliferate somehow. The following turn, you could do it right then and there. You're already at 5. You can already use that ultimate. Let's say they got 20, 30 cards exiled because they're playing that new mechanic. Whoopity-doo, you're going to friggin' die. That's that's lethal right there. Of course, there's a lot of life gain going on. But you're going to want to build around this kind of strategy. I like it. I'm not saying it's the best route to take. I'm sure there's creatures out there we'd rather be cheating onto the battlefield or whatnot, or get them back from the graveyard. But it's something to consider. And this is just one tiny little strategy and synergy. I'm going to build a whole deck around it. We'll see what it does. Elspeth's Nightmare could even kind of synergize with it. It's a 3-drop. Destroy target creature an opponent controls with power 2 or less. Not bad. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card, like a Thoughtseize or something. And then for the 3rd one, exile target opponent's graveyard. Really? We can do that? Oh my, that would just be great. Because then, wow, what do you know? Hot dogs, we just got to get a bunch of stuff or make sure that they actually are playing a deck with, that kind of strategy. But a lot of people are going to be playing these exile crap, So very exciting. I do like Elspeth's Nightmare. There's a lot of stuff going on in this one card. You're going to exile their whole graveyard. The target opponent reveals their hand. You got a Thoughtseize, get rid of something, destroy target creature and opponent controls with power 2 or less. Like basically like a lightning strike almost, kind of in a sense. Removal. That's legit. It's all good stuff, man. Then we have Dream Trawler. Now I don't think right now this card is going to be that crazy. Real quick, can you guys tell? Like I'm off. Like I really haven't had sleep in 3 days. I'm trying to keep my composure, but man, like I'm just so spent right now. But I appreciate you guys putting up with my nonsense. Dream Trawler is good old it's a 2 plus those colors up there. Creature Sphinx, flying lifelink. Whenever you draw a card, Dream Trawler gets +1/+0 until end of turn. That's big, man. There's a lot of ways to draw a lot of cards. There's even one that you just pay X, into a bunch of, look at the top cards and stuff. But there's a lot of other ways just to get a crap ton of card draw. I've seen people draw 10, 15 cards at once. Just like that, and that's in the last standard or this current standard right now. I'm like, huh? How did that even happen? I think I've done it a few times myself. So there's a lot of ways to draw a bunch of cards. And then you just swing them at the thing, game over. As long as it's not to be blocked. Whenever Dream Trawler attacks, draw a card. Every time, baby. You get that little perk. Discard a card. Dream Trawler gains hexproof until end of turn. Tap it. Very annoying. You probably want to see this in some kind of control build, running your Tefiris and junk like that and board wipes and bouncing this thing back to your hand, just a bunch of shenanigans like that. I don't think this is going to be crazy right now, but I think it does have a fair chance to do something in this standard in the right, grindy control match. Very interesting card. So much life gain going on. Oh, what do we have? More life gain. That's right. Here's a card that was spoiled just recently. Heliod's Intervention. X and for Deuce. Instant, baby. Choose one. Destroy X target artifacts and or enchantments. Okay, I like it. Target player gains twice X life. You only need to choose one. Twice X life. That's pretty big. That could be a decent amount, If you paid 6 in the X, then you're gaining 12. That's amazing. Destroying all artifacts, or as many artifacts as you can and or enchantments. That has some huge perks for sure. Plus, there's things that you want to die because it affects you negatively, like you'll take damage from it, whatnot. So, pretty cool card. Heliod's Intervention. None of these are really overwhelming. None of these interventions, but they're all good. They're not subpar. They're kind of just right there on average. Some sideboard kind of action or whatnot. I'm not sure how many cards get main board, but I mean, if artifacts. Definitely enchantments are going to be running amok. I mean, you might see these kind of builds, but just mainboard it. Why not? You can still gain life. Ridiculous. All right, guys, that's the entirety. I really appreciate you tuning in today and putting up with all this. Holy smokes, man. I am exhausted. I'm going to be getting some sleep tonight once my boy passes out. If you enjoyed today's video, by all means, punch that like button. It does help out a lot, and check out these other videos. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. I was able to record this because he is down taking a nap right now. But I'm sure I'm going to hear those cries soon. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Skadink, skadink. Get out of here.